Josephine McKenna is there. Budget day was, all of Europe was waiting on this. How are the leaders where you are taking those warnings, the finger wagging we're hearing from the Commission?
Well, in some ways, Francois, the reaction has been quite extraordinary. Luigi Di Maio, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Economic Development Minister, has said that he's not at all worried about the reaction in the financial markets, and he's certain that this budget is going to stimulate growth. Interestingly, the Italian Prime Minister, Giuseppe Conte, said, "We're not naive. We are not naive leaders." And he's confident that the bond spread will fall. As for Matteo Salvini, the other Deputy Prime Minister, the head of the League, the hardliner who is very happy to take on the European Union from time to time, he says that they're not going to be deterred. If the EU puts up a fight, they're going to press on regardless. So some interesting reactions there, some very strong reactions against this budget from other political leaders and other Italians who are particularly concerned about what it means for the economy, even though this political populist government believes that there's no doubt that it's going to stimulate growth and create jobs.
Yeah, you mentioned the bond spread, the cost of borrowing shooting up after the announcement of that budget. Josephine, this plan includes something that the far-right leader Salvini wanted very dearly, 10 billion euros set aside for basic universal income.
Well, this was really something that the Five Star movement was pushing. Luigi Di Maio, the Deputy Prime Minister and head of the Five Star, was absolutely adamant that there would be no compromise on this citizens' income, particularly because it's targeting the poor, the unemployed. That heartland in the south, the Sicilians and the Calabrians in particular, who voted for Luigi Di Maio and his party, he's talking to them. We've got 1.7 million poor people in Sicily alone, and he wanted to send a message to those voters that they had not been forgotten. In fact, he said that this government is the first one that has ever kept its promises. Matteo Salvini from the League was less supportive of the citizens' income proposal. He's agreed to compromise that, providing that there is some income tax cuts. We're going to see those phased in. Initially, income tax cuts for 1 million self-employed. But this is certainly a compromise between the two, and there's still great concern about this budget blowout, what it means for Italians and what it means for them in the long term. And that's why we've seen so much pressure in the market today, particularly on the bank stocks in today's trading.
Josephine McKenna, many thanks for that update from Rome.